I'm sure you've heard the news about Proxima Centauri b. Imagine looking up at the night sky. The stars you see are incredibly far away. They are suns, just like our own. But their light has traveled for years, even centuries, to reach your eyes. Now picture a star system so close that we can call it our neighbor. This isn't science fiction. This is Proxima Centauri. It's the closest star to our sun, and orbiting this star is a planet, a world named Proxima Centauri b. It's the closest planet we know of outside our own solar system. It's a tantalizing whisper from the cosmos, inviting us to look closer and dream bigger about what lies beyond our familiar blue marble. This cosmic neighbor is about 4.2 light-years away from us. That might sound like an enormous distance, and it is. A light-year is the distance light travels in 1 year, which is nearly 6 trillion miles, so Proxima Centauri b is more than 25 trillion miles away. If you were to hop into our fastest spacecraft today, the journey would take you tens of thousands of years. Yet, in the grand, sprawling expanse of the Milky Way galaxy, which is about 100,000 light-years across, having a neighbor just 4 light-years away is like having a friend who lives right next door. It's a stone's throw in cosmic terms. The discovery of Proxima Centauri b in 2016 was a monumental moment for humanity. It was like finding a secret message in a bottle that washed up on our cosmic shore. For centuries we have gazed at the stars and wondered, are we alone? This planet gives us a specific place to focus our curiosity and our technology. It's not just a random point of light in the sky anymore. It's a world with its own story, its own potential. It represents the nearest possible foothold for life outside of our solar system, a place where the fundamental questions of our existence might one day find answers. So when we talk about Proxima Centauri b, we are talking about more than just a rock orbiting a distant star. We are talking about hope. We're talking about the next great chapter in our exploration of the universe. This planet is a beacon calling to our innate sense of wonder and our unyielding drive to explore the unknown. Its proximity makes it a primary target for future generations of telescopes and, perhaps one day, robotic probes. It's the first stop on an interstellar journey that humanity is just beginning to imagine. A journey that could redefine our place in the cosmos forever. What makes Proxima Centauri b so special? Why does it capture the imagination of scientists and dreamers alike? The answer lies in its location. This planet orbits its star in what we call the habitable zone. Think of it like a cosmic campsite. If you are too close to the campfire, you get burned. If you are too far away, you freeze. The habitable zone is that perfect distance, not too hot, not too cold, but just right. This is often called the Goldilocks zone. Being in this zone means the planet could have the right temperature for liquid water to exist on its surface. And why is liquid water so important? Because on Earth, wherever we find water, we find life. From the deepest ocean trenches to the hottest volcanic vents, life thrives in the presence of water. Water is a fantastic solvent. It can dissolve nutrients for organisms to use and transport vital chemicals within their cells. So, the possibility that a vast ocean or even just lakes and rivers could exist on Proxima Centauri b is incredibly exciting. It's a key ingredient in the recipe for life as we know it. A world with liquid water is a world brimming with potential. Proxima Centauri b is a rocky planet, much like Earth or Mars. It's estimated to be slightly more massive than our own world. This is another crucial piece of the puzzle. A rocky planet provides a solid surface where oceans can pool and life could potentially gain a foothold. Furthermore, a planet with enough mass has strong enough gravity to hold onto an atmosphere. An atmosphere acts like a protective blanket, shielding the surface from harmful radiation, trapping heat to keep the planet warm, and providing the pressure needed to keep water from boiling away into space. The combination of these factors, a rocky world in the habitable zone with the potential for liquid water and an atmosphere, makes Proxima Centauri b one of the most compelling targets in our search for extraterrestrial life. It checks some of the most important boxes on our cosmic life-finding checklist. It's not just a maybe, it's a prime suspect. The universe has given us a clue, a tantalizing hint that Earth might not be the only place where the conditions for life have come together in a beautiful cosmic dance. The stage is set, and we are just beginning to peer behind the curtain. However, life on Proxima Centauri b would face some colossal challenges. The planet's star, Proxima Centauri, is very different from our gentle, stable Sun. It's a red dwarf, a much smaller and cooler type of star. Because it's so dim, Proxima Centauri b has to orbit incredibly close to it to stay warm enough for liquid water. Its year, the time it takes to complete one orbit, is only about 11 Earth days long. This extreme closeness creates a dangerous environment. The planet is likely tidally locked, meaning the same side always faces the star, just as the same side of the moon always faces Earth. Imagine a world permanently divided. One side would be locked in perpetual daylight, scorched by the constant gaze of its star. The other side would be trapped in an endless frozen night. Life might only be possible in a narrow band between these two extremes, a terminator zone of eternal twilight. Here, the temperatures might be mild enough for water to remain liquid, but it would be a strange existence living in a world where the sun never rises or sets, forever hanging in the same spot in the sky. It's a far cry from the gentle cycle of day and night we enjoy on Earth. The greatest danger, however, comes from the star itself. Red dwarfs are notoriously volatile. Proxima Centauri is known to unleash violent stellar flares, blasting out massive bursts of X-rays and charged particles. These flares are far more powerful than anything our Sun produces. A planet orbiting so closely would be bombarded by this deadly radiation. Such an event could strip away a planet's atmosphere over time, boil off its oceans, and sterilize its surface, making it impossible for life as we know it to survive. It would be like living next to a ticking time bomb. So the question becomes, could a planet so close to such a tempestuous star hold onto its atmosphere and shield any potential life? Perhaps a strong magnetic field like Earth's could deflect the worst of the stellar winds. Or maybe life could exist underwater, protected by a global ocean from the radiation above. These are the questions that drive scientists. Proxima Centauri b presents a cosmic paradox. It has some of the key ingredients for life, yet it exists in one of the most hostile environments imaginable. It's a world of both incredible promise and extreme peril. The story of Proxima Centauri b is far from over. In fact, it has just begun. Today we can only study it from afar, gleaning clues from the faint starlight that travels across trillions of miles to reach our telescopes. But the next generation of observatories, like the James Webb Space Telescope, are giving us the power to look closer. They can analyze the starlight passing through the planet's atmosphere, if it has one. This technique could reveal the chemical fingerprints of gases like oxygen, methane, or water vapor, potential biosignatures or signs of life. Finding any one of these would be a discovery that would shake the foundations of human thought. The search for life beyond Earth is one of the greatest adventures of our time. It connects us to our ancestors who looked at the stars and told stories, and it drives us to build the future for our descendants who may one day travel to them. Every new piece of data, every new image brings us one step closer to answering that profound and ancient question. Are we alone in the universe? This quest is woven into the fabric of our curiosity. It's a fundamental part of what makes us human. The discovery of life on Proxima Centauri b would change everything. It would transform our perspective of our place in the cosmos. Knowing that life is not unique to Earth, that the universe is teeming with biological potential, would be a unifying moment for all humanity. It would show us that the laws of biology, like the laws of physics and chemistry, are not just terrestrial but universal. It would inspire a new era of exploration and understanding, forcing us to see ourselves not as citizens of nations, but as citizens of the cosmos. So we continue to look. We point our telescopes toward that faint red dot in the sky, our nearest stellar neighbor, and we listen. We listen for the whispers of a world that might harbor life. Whether Proxima Centauri b turns out to be a barren rock or a living world, the search itself is what matters. It pushes the boundaries of our knowledge, fuels our imagination, and reminds us that we are part of something vast and magnificent. The cosmos is calling, and we are, at long last, beginning to answer.